Hello, class, the receiving students and teachers. You may be seated. Now, in the previous lesson, probably 2 or 3 lessons ago, we had a look at simple machines, the different types of simple machines. Now, we looked at an insert or a video that showed us 6 different types of simple machines. Now, I'd like someone from the class and also the receiving students to tell us what those 6 different types of simple machines are. Receiving students, tell your teacher, name those different types of simple machines, and there must be 6 of them. Okay, let's have query.
Lever, pulley, pulleys, wheel and axle, inclined planes, screws, and wedges.
Okay, so those are the 6 different types of simple machines we had a look at. Now, previous lessons, we looked at levers and pulleys. Now, I'd like the class and the receiving students, I'd like us to have a look at what I have. Now, if I can have someone from the class to tell me what this is. Receiving students, you also tell your teacher what I have with me. Lina?
Doorknob.
Very good, thank you. A door knob. William, what is a door knob used for?
Opening doors.
Come on again.
Opening doors.
For opening doors, thank you. Now, if we look at this doorknob closely, receiving students and the class, when I hold this doorknob, I can turn the doorknob round. Okay. I also have another sample to show you. That's a doorknob, a container. Now, if we have a close look, we'll see at the top where the opening is, there is a ring that goes around the mouth of the container. This leads us to our topic, other useful machines. Other useful machines. Now, let's look once again at this doorknob. You can see I'm doing something to this doorknob. Adrian, you are sitting right in front. If you can tell me what type of simple machine do you think this is? A doorknob is a simple machine. What type of simple machine is this, Adrian? Receiving students, you tell your teacher too.
Wheel and axle.
Wheel and axle, thanks very much. Now, we also, again, have a container, which I told you earlier, that there is a ring that goes around the mouth of this container. And this, when it goes around and the ring is slopey. Now, if someone can tell me what you think the mouth of the ring, of the container, which simple machine does it represent or does it show you? Receiving students, tell your teacher, and we'll have Bobby from the class.
Inclined planes.
Inclined planes, very good. So these are 2 examples of simple machines, wheel and axle and inclined planes. Now we already looked at in a previous lesson what inclined planes are: wheel and axle, screws, and wedge. We'll have a look at them once again. Wheel and axle. They are basic machine parts for making greater and stronger force. Inclined planes, a simple machine made up of a sloping surface used for raising heavy load. Now, in inclined planes, we don't only have machines. We also have other surfaces which are slopy in order to make it easy for whatever machine that has to use that surface to work easily. So example, you can see a building. We have a building. Just like the container we had a look earlier in the lesson, this building goes round in a ring and it's slopy. That's an example of an inclined plane. That is not a machine. Screws, they are used in machine constructions as a fastener or a force and motion modifier. Now, wedge is a device that has a thin edge at one end, usually made of metal or wood, and used for splitting, lifting, or tightening. Now, our activity for this lesson, class and the receiving students, I'd like you to take note. Our strategy is group work. And we are going to be using what is called see and tell. Now, first instruction says you are to observe carefully the pictures that will be shown. Very shortly, I will be showing some pictures, and you are to observe those pictures very carefully to see whether they tell or they show one of those four machines that we will be looking at in this lesson. Secondly, you are to record the names of the simple machines as they appear on the screen. 3, in your groups, you discuss and write the names in the correct columns under each type of simple machine. Now, we have a table, and the table shows the 4 different simple machines that we did not have a look at, and they are wheel and axle, inclined planes, screw, and wedge. So the third point is telling you to discuss and write the names of those simple machines where they should go. Which type of simple machine is it? You have to write it in the correct column. Now, you will also explain how the simple machines can be used to work. It's not going to be all the machines, but about 3 machines. And you will write down what those machines are used for to help to do work. Now, that's our first picture. I'd like you to observe together in the group and have the name written. Have the name written somewhere in your books. Observe the picture carefully. Our second picture, bicycle, back, wheel, and pedal. Have the name written, please. Observe the picture. The next picture shows a car jack. Next, nuts and bolts. Receiving students should take note of that too. You should be writing the names of those simple machines, and also observing those pictures carefully to see where they should go to, which simple machine they are. Water tap. Screwdriver. Wheel spanner. Observe the picture of that wheel spanner carefully too. Doorknob. A zigzag road going up and down a hill. Screws and screw heads. Wood splitter. And our last picture is G-clamp. Now, class and the receiving students, you have just observed the pictures. You took the names of those pictures down. Now you are to discuss together and write those machines, simple machines, in the correct columns underneath each of those 4 simple machines. You should be discussing about it now, having them written in your worksheet there. All those pictures that you were to write the names. I hope you did that. Okay, from there you get those names, talk about, discuss quickly which of the simple machine do you think it is. Now, screwdriver, which simple machine do you think it is? Is it wheel and axle, inclined plane, screw, or wedge? Write the names. That's what you are going to do. Thank you. You should be discussing together now, the 4 of you. Discuss together where each of these simple machines should go. Where do they go? Is X wheel and axle, inclined plane, screw, or wedge? Okay, until you get all those machines in those 4 columns, in the correct column. Car jack. You don't just write the word jack, because you may be writing a person's name. you have some also move your hands quickly and get them done. You should be discussing together and get them done quickly. Okay. Glenn, what picture you will come? I'll put them up. I gave them to you to help me and put them up and do the thing. I have to go back.
Just PowerPoint, okay. What you showing first one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
So I can go back to that one. Pictures of that one.
George.
So let's see. Simple. Bicycle back wheel and that's it. Now you should be on this. Robbie, you and your friends should be on this now. So finish this, see? That's the other activity you have to do. Discuss together as a group and then have everything. I think you're already writing it now. First 10. Change the speed, modify the speed, something like that. This okay. That's alright, that's how Brendan, your friends already. You're all supposed to have the same answer we share as group, so you're discussing, right? Okay, thank you. You have the second part of the activity to do, so don't forget. Oh, you have the things.
And hold this place and turn.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I should have done that for introduction. Everyone should be on the second part of the activity where you are to explain how 3 of the simple machines are used. That is the screwdriver, the bolt, and the wheel at the back of a bicycle. You already answered yes. You should talk about it together. What to write here because you are working as a group. So talk about it together so you all have the same answers. So what you get, Paul must have the same. What did you write? Screwdriver. Used for?
Screws into a cubby.
Okay. You have this one here, don't forget. That's what I'm talking about now. You're supposed to fill this one up, Ovin. What you have there, you were to talk about it and list them. From there, list them into the correct simple machine with the group that they should belong to.
This picture, where is this picture?
Those people got them, but I went back. I came back to the picture and started again and went through. Okay. Just one. We should have all finished. You finished already. Thank you. Where are you now? Okay, thank you. Teresa, you haven't filled this one. You want to talk together and then you, at the same time while you're discussing, you fill your own worksheets in. Okay. We should have all finished with that activity. Now, teachers, this is how we are going to present that lesson. We will have a student from a group to come and write on the result table one type of simple machine that they have. And once we have all those 4 columns filled, then we will go to the second part of activity, that is to explain how 3 different types of simple machines are used. Now, so we will have Patricia for wheels and axle, Edward for inclined planes, Ovin screws, and Paul D wedge. So if I can have Patricia to write up on the where it says wheel and axle, all the simple machines that you think or you thought were wheels and wheel and axles, if you can have them written up. Yeah. So don't have a what, so use this whiteboard. I'd like the next person to get ready to get yours listed. Thank you. We have the next one for inclined planes. you. Let's have Edward this time. Okay, wedge. Thank you, Edward. Thank you. Let's just look quickly at those lists. We have wheel and axle. We have bicycle, back wheel pedal, door knob. Any that you think should be in there and it's not there? Wheel and axle. Okay, let's have a look at inclined planes. It says car jack, zigzag road. Screws, we have screwdriver, screw nut, bolt, wedge, we have X, wood splitter, G clamp. Now we have 12 pictures there. Let's see how many we have here. We have, that's 2 there, 2 here, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 more simple machines missed out from this list. 3 more simple machines missed out. We have the wheel spanner, it's not in there. Where do you think the wheel spanner should go? Regina, the wheel spanner.
Wedge.
Wedge. Messi, do you agree with that? Do you agree with the answer Regina is giving Messi?
Wheel and axle.
Okay, you did not answer my question. Regina said wheel spanner should be under wedge. You said no. What's your reason? Why did you say no?
Because it goes under wheel and axle.
Because it comes under wheel and axle. I'd like someone to explain why. Messi is correct. It's not wedge. It's wheel and axle, but why? Anybody would like to explain? Receiving students, you can tell your teacher. Thank you. Let's have Tanabik.
Because it turns around a fixed point.
It turns around a fixed point. Good, thank you. And you can turn it round. So wheel spanner should be. Now there's another missing also. I said there's supposed to be 12. We only have 9, so 1 is already there. That's 10. There's 2 more not in there, in that list. Yes, we have Trisha.
And screw heads.
Screw and screw heads. Okay, so screw and screw heads, if you can tell us where it should go.
Screws.
Screws. Okay, screw and screw heads. Last one, Brendan?
Wood splitter.
Wood splitter.
In
Oh, we have it already there. Linda?
Water tap.
Water tap. Thank you. Now, Linda, if you can tell us where water tap should go.
Wheel and axle.
Wheel and axle. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So that is where each of those simple machines go. We have under wheel and axle all those simple machines, inclined planes, screws, and wedge. Now if I can have, let's see, Terence to tell us what a screwdriver is used for. What is a screwdriver used for? Terence, receiving students, tell your teacher what a screwdriver is used for.
It is used for tightening bolts and screws.
Very good, thank you. Now our summary for this lesson, we have two. The first one says simple machines can be used as a tool to do work. And the second point, it says simple machines perform tasks that would otherwise not be done by hand. Now the second point is telling us that there are some tasks that we can't do with our hands, but with the help of our simple machines, we are able to do those tasks. Our key phrase, if I can have Trisha to tell us what our key phrase is. Our receiving students, you can also tell your teacher what the key phrase for our lesson is. Trisha. Sorry.
Other use machines.
Other useful machines. Okay, let's see what I have. Other simple machines. Thank you. It can be other simple machines or other useful machines. Now our next lesson, our students and teachers, it's going to be problems on pulley. We have had 3 lessons so far on pulleys, and the next lesson we will be actually dealing with figures, numbers, how to solve problems on pulleys. And it's going to be on efficiency. Our materials needed a double pulley, a single pulley, and worksheets. And with that, thank you, class, and the receiving students with your teachers.